This is News 3 Now at 5.
And thanks for staying with us. In just the last hour, we've gotten a better idea of what it'll take to reopen Dane County as we continue to be under a county-issued safer-at-home type of emergency order.
Local public health officials say the Forward Dane plan goes into effect tomorrow. The first step is a preparation phase, followed by 3 additional reopening phases. But in order to take steps forward, we have to meet certain guidelines. You can see them on your screen, and you'll notice they look a lot like the guidelines for the Badger Bounce Back plan, which was canceled when the state's Safer at Home extension was ruled invalid. There are 9 metrics, and right now Dane County meets 5 of them. We still need fewer positive cases each day, more testing, and more contact tracing in order to meet all of the criteria.
But starting tomorrow, public health officials say they are comfortable removing travel restrictions, opening tennis courts and disc golf courses, allowing businesses to perform minimum basic operations to prepare for a safe reopening, and removing the criminal penalty for violating the earlier made countywide order. Public health officials are making requirements about hygiene, cleaning, and other basic protective measures that must be followed by businesses that reopen, and you can find those details at publichealthmdc.com.
Dane County leaders are working to address housing issues that have gotten worse during the pandemic. County Executive Joe Parisi announced today $10 million in funding for eviction prevention, in addition to efforts to increase housing stability. The Tenant Resource Center will administer the fund for the county. Tenants can apply for assistance online to secure an agreement with their landlord to repay owed rent and to avoid eviction. And in the last couple of hours, the Greene County Public Health Department is lifting its countywide version of a Safer at Home order. It is one of a handful of counties that put an order in place after the Safer at Home order statewide was dropped. And now it has dropped its own order. The Greene County Health Department director says while the order is lifted, the virus is still here. People are encouraged to continue physical distancing, wearing masks, and avoiding group gatherings.
Across the state, there are 6 new deaths related to coronavirus today and about 200 additional confirmed cases. That makes for a total nearing 13,000 Wisconsin cases. The percentage of tests that have come back positive in the state down to 2.9%. That's a 3% decrease since yesterday. And the Department of Health Services says we have reached a downward trajectory of influenza and COVID-like symptoms, but we have not reached a 14-day decrease in the percentage of positive cases. The other criteria we are not meeting, a downward trend in COVID-19 among healthcare workers. As communities across the state begin reopening, the governor is launching a new initiative. It's called We're All In, and Amanda Quintana is here with more on the businesses it aims to help. Amanda?
As part of the Wisconsin Economic Development Corporation's We're All In program, $75 million will go to helping small businesses get back on their feet. This is largely funded by federal dollars the state received from the CARES Act. 30,000 small businesses most impacted by the pandemic will get $2,500 cash grants that can help them with the cost of business interruption, health and safety improvements, wages and salaries, rent, or even inventory. Businesses can apply in early June. If they receive a grant, they'll become a We're All In business by committing to certain safety protocols.
Wisconsin small businesses have stepped up during this pandemic to keep people safe, and many have pivoted to producing needed items such as hand sanitizer and face coverings. Providing relief to small businesses in Wisconsin that have been impacted by the pandemic is an important part of our response to and recovery from the pandemic.
Money from the CARES Act will also help early child care centers. Evers says in order to make sure child care is accessible, affordable, and safe, the Department of Children and Families is beginning a $51 million payment program to help support them staying open. That program has 3 application periods. The first one starting today. Again, the small business grant applications will be available in June.
Amanda, thank you. The Evers administration has withdrawn its outline for a new emergency rule to manage the pandemic after it came under attack by Republicans. The DHS outline proposed the rule could, quote, re-articulate parts of the Safer at Home order that the state Supreme Court struck down. The legislature's Rules Committee has final say on an emergency rule, and on Friday, co-chair Steve Noss demanded that outline be withdrawn.
Last week, UW Health, St. Mary's, and Meriter all began giving COVID-19 antibody tests. The tests are meant to show if you've been exposed to the coronavirus and have developed antibodies to fight it off. Mark Kane took the test test himself, and he's here now to tell us about the procedure and what the results mean. Mark?
Susan, last Thursday I got a test at UW West Clinic on Junction Road. That's one of the 4 testing locations UW Health is offering right now. The process is pretty simple. Like all patients, you're required to wear a mask while inside the building. You're then screened by a nurse dressed in full PPE and asked questions about any coronavirus-related symptoms you may have. The test is probably the easiest part if you can get past the needle drawing your blood. Dr. Jeff Potoff from the UW Health says this test is being offered to the public because doctors are hoping to learn more about the infection rate within the community and how many people are still at risk. It's a way doctors kind of get a pulse on that term we've heard a lot lately, herd immunity.
If we can test a large percent of the population, we'll have an idea of just how prevalent COVID-19 is in our community. And that can be helpful for making public health decisions based on that data.
UW Health officials say they've completed around 4,000 tests so far and have another 6,000 tests scheduled. You can schedule a test online. The CARES Act pays the $95 charge. By the way, my test came back negative.
So we were all happy about that, Mark. We were all happy about that. UW-Madison planning to open for the fall semester with a mix of online and in-person instruction. In a blog post, Chancellor Rebecca Blank says large lectures will likely be taught remotely, while section meetings could potentially be held face-to-face for students who are able to attend. New at 5, advocates for people with disabilities and minority voters in Wisconsin have filed a sweeping federal lawsuit seeking changes to ensure the August primary and the November presidential election can be held safely amid the pandemic. They're asking a judge to order that more poll workers be hired and every voter in the state receive an absentee ballot application.
Money is tight right now for many of us. Food pantries and food banks are feeling the impacts of that in their ability to help the growing number of people who need help to put food on the table. Jamie Perez looked into what their needs are right now and how quickly they're growing. Jamie?
Well, if you remember last week, we reported that there is a 129% increase in the amount of people who are applying for food stamps and food assistance. Well, food banks are also seeing some of the impacts of that, but here is how we can help be a part of a solution to a problem that's probably not ending anytime soon.
Curbside pickups are the new norm for just about everyone, including food pantries.
Our increase has been between 30 and 50%, depending on the day.
CEO of Dane County St. Vincent de Paul, Ernie Stettenfeld, said since this pandemic started, he has seen almost double the amount of people needing help putting food on the table. Stettenfeld said the number of people who drive up every day now is comparable to their record-breaking days around Thanksgiving, serving upwards of 120 families a day.
We anticipate that we'll see significant need for some time to come.
To help them keep up with the increased demand, they rely on the help of Second Harvest Food Bank, but the pressure to provide weighs even heavier on them.
There's less food in surplus. We are getting fewer donations, so we've supplemented that by purchasing food. And that food's getting more expensive because of the competition for it. We're competing against retail.
Michelle Orge is Second Harvest Food Bank's president. Her organization has helped provide more than 100,000 boxes of food for food pantries around the area, the demand doubling since March.
It's hard on people to come to work every day and wonder if we're going to have enough food to do it, wonder if we're going to have enough funds to do it, whether we're going to have enough staff and volunteers that day to do it.
Sometimes their requests for food from their suppliers are put on hold for weeks, but the number of people needing help isn't slowing down. While they are trying to help the community, they could use help from them too.
So funding for us means more food for our pantries and our partners.
This problem isn't going away anytime soon, and the less help they have, the less help they can provide to others.
We're going to need help long term, so donating now, not forgetting about us when this is over, because this isn't going to be over for the people that we serve for a long time.
Now, obviously, all of them are in need of volunteers. They're in need of funding. So if you think that you can help out by donating some of your time or some money, I have links on how you can do that on channel3000.com.
Jamie Perez live tonight. Jamie, thank you. To weather, looking forward to a break from the rain and get some sun and warmer weather. Here's Gary with the latest.
Well, that slow-moving storm system that brought us all the rain yesterday is still continuing to sit around. It's actually being held up by Tropical Storm Arthur out in the Atlantic Ocean. But right now, still lots of clouds here. The showers have kind of diminished, at least east over southern Wisconsin. There are heavier showers to our south across Illinois and farther to the north and east, but eventually we'll see some more showers develop tonight, but most of those should wind down tomorrow morning. Most areas have picked up from Madison eastward, have picked up 1 to 2 inches of rain, some heavier amounts in excess of 2 inches right along Lake Michigan shoreline down into the Chicago area over the last 48 hours. Temperatures right now are in the upper 40s to the middle 50s. Janesville right now at 57 degrees. Look for temperatures to hold nearly steady in the lower to middle 50s this evening, dropping to a low of about 50 by tomorrow morning. The showers should end east of Madison tomorrow morning. The clouds will still linger, but that'll at least allow temperatures to get back up into the middle 60s. Sunshine should return by Wednesday with temperatures back to around 70. More details in the forecast in a few minutes.
Gary, thank you. We are learning more about what prosecutors say led to the homicide of 17-year-old Shay Watson last August as the 15-year-old accused of the crime at his first court appearance this afternoon.
Our Madeline O'Neill joins us live with what happened in court today. Maddie?
Well, 15-year-old Maji Sanders, a Verona area high school student, is charged as an adult with homicide, accused of killing Shay Watson last summer and attempting to rob him. According to new court documents released this afternoon, police believe the suspect shot Watson in the back of the head in his garage after trying to grab a bag of marijuana from him. That's what a witness told police. In an interview, police say the suspect admitted he owed Watson about $100 as part of a drug deal. In the initial appearance today, the assistant district attorney said a search warrant executed last week at the defendant's home turned up a gun, $35,000, and prepackaged marijuana. She requested a $500,000 cash bail.
I think everybody's right. This is a case where for right now, there's going to be a pretty substantial bail set. There just has to be, given the nature of the charges and some of the information that's been presented so far. Things start to improve for you and everyone else can.
I'll be there to see you tomorrow.
In addition to the $500,000 bail, the court commissioner approved restrictions on Sanders, including staying away from weapons, witnesses, and members of Watson's immediate family. Now, it's News 3 Now's policy to name suspects who are charged in adult court. The defense does have the right to request that the case be moved back to juvenile court if a number of criteria are met. Sanders is due back in court next Thursday.
All right, Maddie, thank you. Just ahead at 5, Gary will give us the full details on when the soggy weather will give way to some sunshine. And tonight on News 3 Now at 6, Unity Point Health celebrating some of the unsung heroes during the pandemic, child care teachers. Again, that story at 6. And stocks soar to start the week with the Dow climbing 912 points. The NASDAQ up more than 220. The S&P gains 90, and we'll be right back.
It's Slumberland's huge memorial sale. Get this love seat absolutely free when you buy the sofa for only $5.98. Our best-selling Adirondack chairs are back for just $188 and get free no-contact shipping with no minimum. The memorial sale at Slumberland Furniture.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. And with great deals available, there's never been a better time to buy at your local dealership. To find a dealer near you, visit CubCadetDealers.com.
Sometimes distance isn't the only barrier between you, your friends, and your loved ones, which is why TDS works tirelessly to provide you with the fastest, most reliable internet so you can stay strong, stay connected, and keep your world together. TDS, the best internet for how we live.
TSR Concrete Coatings is the nation's largest residential concrete coating company, proudly serving homeowners throughout Wisconsin. Our coatings are 4 times stronger than regular epoxy and won't chip, crack, or peel. They're impact resistant and UV stable. Our unique process begins with a base coat to seal cracks and level the surface, then flakes in the color pattern of your choice. A top coat is applied for a durable, finished floor that can be installed in as little as 1 day. Act now to save 15% on your concrete coating project. Ask about 12 months, same as cash financing. TSR Nation is growing by the day with satisfied customers throughout Wisconsin, and we want you to be a part of it. As a special bonus, call during this program and receive a free TSR swag pack with your concrete coating project. Call 1-800-886-8411. That's 1-800-886-8411.
Slumberland's Memorial Mattress Sale. Save hundreds on all Sealy mattresses. Like this Sealy Posturepedic Queen mattress for just $3.99, plus free, safe doorstep shipping with no minimum purchase. Only at Slumberland Furniture.
Patty's back on Tuesday morning, and she'll be bringing some good news about our rising temperatures.
And we'll tell you how some professional photographers are thinking outside the box when it comes to documenting this historic time.
We'll see you from 4:30 to 7.
Trust us to get it right.
To keep you prepared
when severe weather is on the way
and your family's safety is on the line.
Our team and technology are ready to help you stay safe.
Trust the First Warn Weather Team on News 3 Now.
Welcome back. Emergency management officials reported last week that alcohol and substance abuse are becoming more of a problem in Dane County during the pandemic. In fact, there's been a 38% increase in ambulance calls for those issues compared to this time last year. Experts at UW Health say the increase can stem from challenges managing addictions due to disruptions in professional help or in-person support groups like AA meetings, or just from increased stress and isolation.
When the epidemic hit, and there were stay-at-home orders, switching to telehealth was easier for big systems and a little tougher on the behavioral health side. But people adapted, and just like general medical visits went 80 to 95% virtual in the Madison area, behavioral health visits had to make those changes as well.
And there are resources available for help, including virtual AA meetings or telehealth meetings with a counselor or mental health professional. Contact your care provider for more information.
Let's get a check on the weather now. Gary, wish we had nicer weather for your birthday today. Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you. I'm feeling like the weather, you know, kind of cloudy and gray. But at least the showers are going to start winding down probably later tonight into tomorrow morning. Right now, there's not a lot out there. It's mainly just drizzle and fog. But as we widen out the radar view, you can see some showers to the south across Illinois, and then some showers to our north and east. Eventually, this area will kind of fill in again for a time tonight before everything starts moving off toward the east. If you take a look at precipitation over the last 7 days, boy, the Chicago area has really gotten hit. This is the third May in a row where they've seen excessive amounts of rain, and just over the last 7 days, 3 to 6 inches or more through much of the Chicago metro area, down into east central Illinois around Kankakee, about 2 to 4 inches along the Lake Michigan shoreline from Kenosha northward through Milwaukee. A general 1 to 2 inches of rain over much of the eastern parts of our viewing area. Some 2 to locally 4-inch amounts over southwestern Wisconsin, mainly from the last weather system. The lighter amounts are to the north and west, but still a pretty good soaking over central Wisconsin, which is good because that area had seen too much in the way of dry weather, and the fire danger was high. Now, over the next 24 hours, when the rain winds down, still maybe up to another ½ inch near the Lake Michigan shoreline, but generally around 1 or 2/10 of an inch in Madison, maybe up to 1/4 of an inch in the eastern parts of our viewing area. The farther west you go, the lesser the amounts of precipitation will be just before it winds down tomorrow morning. So the rain tonight will come to an end east of Madison tomorrow morning. Then sunshine returns for Wednesday into Thursday. High temperatures back up into the lower 70s, and then we'll be even warmer as we head toward the Memorial Day weekend. But there'll also be some thunderstorm chances as well from Saturday through Sunday and Memorial Day Monday. This stubborn low pressure system just has not been able to move east, and part of the reason is because Tropical Storm Arthur, which developed off the Florida coast and has moved northeastward and is now off the Carolina coast, has kind of stalled the weather systems. This one can't move off to the east until Arthur moves off to sea. So eventually, once that happens, the clearing out to the west of us moves in, and the temperatures will warm up pretty quickly, just getting the sunshine back alone. Couple of areas of low pressure located just to our south, but notice a large area of high pressure just kind of keeping the weather very quiet out to the west of us. And as we look at temperatures right now, they're generally in the 50s and 60s through Wisconsin, but you get out to the west, you start seeing temperatures in the upper 60s and then lower to middle 70s once you start moving out toward the plains. So with time, those showers will start winding down late tonight, and then tomorrow we could even see a little clearing in the afternoon, more likely tomorrow night. And then as we get into Wednesday, we're back to mostly sunny sunny skies and temperatures that just by getting the sunshine alone will be back up to around 70. Tomorrow, we'll do a little better than today, 64 for the high. Any showers will be east of Madison, and those should end in the morning. And again, additional accumulation, maybe up to a ½ inch near Lake Michigan, maybe about a ¼ of an inch east of Madison, and then less than a tenth of an inch out to the west of Madison. 7 to 10 day forecast. We got several dry days from Wednesday through Friday. And then as we head toward Memorial Day weekend, you'll see some shower and thunderstorm chances. There'll be dry hours there as well, but the humidity levels will be up a bit, and those temperatures should stay in the upper 70s to the lower 80s through at least the latter part of next week.
All right, Gary, thank you. And staffing shortages at nursing homes across the U.S. making it even harder to combat COVID-19. We'll take a look at a California facility trying to recover from an outbreak. Stay with us.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5. News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Save at Wild Easttown Honda on over 400 new Hondas with 0% financing for up to 72 months. Save with 0% financing on your favorite new Hondas at Wild Easttown Honda in Madison. It's gotta be wild.
This week, you're gonna get more at the Brothers Made Memorial Day Super Sale. Get in now with more savings on more brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, and Amana. Right now, improving your home is more convenient at Maine with up to 18-month 0% financing. And we make getting more easy with expert delivery free and our risk-free 30-day price and satisfaction guarantee. The Memorial Day Super Sale for more selection, more savings, and more satisfaction. It all ends Monday at the Brothers Made, your local store for more since 1938.
Creating family memories is what Maple Leaf Landscaping is all about. We design and build outdoor spaces that bring people together. Landscaped spaces for any size family. Functional, beautiful, a place everyone will enjoy. And it all starts with a free visit at your home by one of our landscape experts. So call Maple Leaf Landscaping today and have us create an outdoor living space for your home.
Did you know 50% of your body weight rests in the middle while you sleep? That's why Sealy's exclusive Posturepedic technology reinforces the center, where you need it most. But don't take my word for it. Come to Denver Mattress and see for yourself. Right now, save up to $400 on select Sealy adjustable mattress sets and receive a free $200 Furniture Row gift certificate. Plus, 5 years, no interest financing. Shop Sealy at Denver Mattress today. The easiest way to get the right mattress.
Stock up on spring essentials at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Right now, we have low prices on must-haves for your yard, home, vehicle, and more. Like Scott's Turf Builder Weed and Feed, just $45.99 after sale and mail-in rebate. Save $100 on this Champion portable generator. Buy 3 tires from top brands like Cooper or Goodyear, get 1 free. Plus, place your order online or on our mobile app and pick up your items in our convenient drive-thru. You don't even need to get out of your car.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Right now at Wild Easttown Honda, sign and drive a new all-wheel drive CRV for $299. That's $299 with 0 down, 0 first payment, and 0 due at start at Wild Easttown Honda in Madison.
Well, if you're considering getting the antibody test that Mark talked about earlier, the Wisconsin Better Business Bureau warns consumers to watch for scams via robocalls or an email with a website link.
Well, that's very concerning because the scammers are taking advantage of the news and they're realizing that antibody tests are now available. However, they are not available when a robocaller calls you and offers you this. You need to be careful and be doing your research out there. If you do want an antibody test, you should be getting it from the correct sources, such as your doctor.
Oh, she says some scammers promote an at-home test kit and others claim to be offered through a clinic. Either way, do not enter your personal information or credit card details Along with reaching out to your doctor, the CDC has a detailed guide for COVID-19 testing. About 1/3 of coronavirus deaths in the U.S. are connected to nursing homes. That's according to new data submitted to the government for more than 15,000 nursing homes.
Staffing shortages could have made the problem worse. Jonathan Vigliotti takes a look at a California facility that is the subject of complaints with the state.
Lisa Cook's husband, Bruce, who suffered 2 strokes, is recovering at the Stony Point Healthcare Center near Los Angeles.
The actual caregivers there are my angels, I call them. But they don't have time to look after him the way, they don't have the time.
At least 14 Stony Point residents and 8 staff members have tested positive for COVID-19. California advocates for nursing home reform filed a complaint with the state about conditions at the facility during the outbreak. A report issued by the California Department of Public Health found a deficiency in infection prevention and control, including a nurse entering a resident's isolation room without wearing PPE and then grabbing a cart without cleaning his or her hands.
That's unacceptable. But I know it probably happens because they're overworked and understaffed.
The Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services gave Stony Point a below-average rating for staffing.
Understaffing is really the original sin of the nursing home industry, and that was the case long before this virus showed up.
CBS News found that roughly 1 in 15 U.S. nursing homes was cited last year for failing to meet standards for sufficient nursing staff. Now the outbreak is hurting staffing levels even more.
What we've heard from our members about staffing since the pandemic is that the conditions are far worse than they ever have been.
Advocates say operators need to increase pay and hire more employees. They also want the family members to be allowed back if they've been tested and have proper PPE.
And we reached out to Stony Point about the inspection report. The facility said we take such reports seriously, and this one was no exception. And I quote, "We took immediate corrective action upon receiving the notice and instilled additional training for all staff members on proper infection control procedures." Jonathan Vigliotti, CBS News, Los Angeles.
There are no federal regulations on staffing levels, but federally certified nursing homes are required to have a licensed nurse on duty.
New at 5, the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra is unveiling an upcoming digital concert this Saturday, 7:30 p.m. The WCO will air a recorded PBS Wisconsin rebroadcast of one of its most popular Concerts on the Square performances. You can watch online for free at WCOconcerts.org. The WCO has delayed its famous Concerts on the Square series by 5 weeks due to the pandemic, scheduled to kick off on Tuesday, July 28th. In the meantime, WCO has unveiled a new logo and website. WCOconcerts.org will put musicians in the spotlight, bridging the gap between the audience and artist.
Organizers are moving live on King Street online this year. Normally, the free outdoor concert series happens on Friday nights throughout the summer. This year, Majestic Madison and FPC Live will live stream 7 free concerts every Friday at 8 p.m. starting this week. You can watch on the Majestic Madison Facebook page. Viewers will be asked to donate to the Boys and Girls Club of Dane County campaign to help the community during the pandemic.
Stay with us. A final check of your first warn forecast after a short break.
Don't miss the Smith Brothers Factory Authorized Sale on now. Select from many styles on our showroom floor or custom order the Amish crafted sofa just right for you.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture.
At Wanakee Furniture, ETC.
We asked real customers what they really love about Spectrum Internet and TV.
Spectrum Internet has the fastest speeds for everything I do.
There is no turning wheel. It's immediate.
Spectrum's the fastest. Bam.
Get the fastest download speeds with the most reliable performance with Spectrum Internet, delivering starting speeds of 200 megabits. That's more than enough for all your devices for $44.99 a month. Call 833-906-4499.
I can't get over how much on-demand Spectrum has. I can literally watch a new movie every night.
I got all my shows, and he's got all his shows. With the Spectrum TV app, I can watch live TV anywhere. It's perfect.
Add Spectrum TV and enjoy more free HD and more free on demand. Plus, use the Spectrum TV app to watch live TV on the go, all from $44.99 a month. Call 833-906-4499.
The fact that they don't have contracts, that says a lot about their service.
Get Spectrum Internet and TV from $44.99 a month each with no contracts. Install Spectrum services yourself. Get a self-installation kit shipped right to your home. Call 833-906-4499.
The open road, the wind in your hair, the feeling of freedom that drives us to go out and discover. At Chevy, we're committed to getting you there with confidence and peace of mind. If you need a new Chevy, interest-free APR financing for 84 months on many of our most popular models. You may even shop online and take delivery at home where available. And when you do, your Chevy Clean dealers commit to using enhanced vehicle cleaning measures with CDC-approved cleansers, so you can find new roads with confidence.
Okay, everyone, our mission is to provide complete balanced nutrition for strength and energy.
Great tasting Ensure with 9 grams of protein, 27 vitamins and minerals, and nutrients to support immune health.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection remains open to serve our customers and communities during these times of uncertainty. During Safer at Home, we've got you covered for all your plumbing service needs. Call us for help. We are here for you.
The Smith Brothers factory authorized sale on now. Select from many styles on our showroom floor or custom order the Amish crafted sofa just right for you.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture.
At Wanakee Furniture, ETC.
It's a good couch potato night tonight. Gary has a final check of the weather.
Yeah, another cloudy, dreary day today, but the showers have at least temporarily ended over southern Wisconsin. The heavier showers are to our north or to our south. But we could be looking at another 1 to 2/10 of an inch of rain, especially east of Madison over the next 24 hours. Tomorrow, lots of clouds. The showers east of Madison will be winding down, and then after that, look for a warm-up at the end of the week with some showers and thunderstorms over Memorial Day weekend.
We're back in 30 minutes for News 3 now at 6. CBS Evening News is next.